What's up, everybody? Phil Gertis. I'm back yet again for episode 6 of Dominate Your Life Season 4. First time ever we are doing 2 episodes in one day. And quite frankly, that's because I've been super inspired today and I've got plenty to share with you. Now, guys, just like we did earlier today and just like we do every single episode, we're not going to stop just because this is the second episode of the day. What we want to do is we want to give huge thanks and appreciation for the fact that we're here for yet another day. We want to thank God that we have another breath, and we want to get excited about what we have going on here for us today, tomorrow, and in the future. Folks, this is a great topic. This topic today I want to talk about this evening is actually called Complain Without Change. Complain Without Change. So we're going to dive right in, and I want to remind you guys that we're 100% live. There's no editing. There's no posting. We are live. So you see my house. It's behind me, and my dog will probably run through here, and you might hear some barks and things like that, or maybe somebody will ring the doorbell this evening. But the point is that we're 100% live, so you get every part of me right now. So guys, let's talk about it. Complain without change. You know, recently I had a conversation, and when this idea came to my head, it brought me directly back to that conversation. And, you know, I started thinking about how many times do we complain about things? How many times do we talk about what's not working? How many times do we talk about what we're not happy about? How many times do we just simply sit in confusion? How many times do we sit in anger? How many times do we sit in frustration? And that's really the key there, right? That 3-letter word, sit. How often do we sit in that frustration, anger, confusion? You know, it's not really about sitting there, right? It's not about getting on the phone with our friend and complaining and talking their ear off about negativity. It's not just about saying something negative and then thinking that's it. I want you guys to maybe entertain a different look on what I'm going to share with you on complaining. I want you to just entertain for a moment a different perspective about complaining. I believe that when you have something to complain about, it's not necessarily that there's a problem and you just want to voice it. I believe that when you have something to complain about, that's God's way of telling you that you are aware of this problem and you also have what it takes to fix this problem. You see, you are the solution to what you've just realized. Now imagine that for a moment. Imagine if just for a moment, every time anyone caught wind of something that frustrated them, that made them angry, that that confused them, something that they would naturally take to maybe Facebook or social media to complain about, or maybe they pick up the phone or send a text message to somebody and complain about something. Imagine just for a moment if every time anyone caught wind of something they wanted to complain about, instead their first reaction was to seek solution. I want you to think about this just for a moment, and I don't want you to think about the entire world. The reason I don't want you to think about the entire world is because a lot of times when we think about the entire world creating a movement, it becomes daunting and something that we don't believe is possible. So just for a moment, I want you to think about your world. I want you to think about the world that lives within your home. I want you to think just for a moment about yourself and those that live in your home with you. And ask yourself just for a moment, what if just the people in your house, maybe it's you and your wife or your husband and your kids, or maybe it's just you alone, but what if everyone that lived in the walls of your home, like you see mine, immediately moved to solution rather than complaint? You see, it's not enough to complain. You've got to invoke change. You've got to accept the fact that you're aware of the issue, and with the knowledge becomes almost this obligation, this responsibility to create a solution, to work towards a solution, to do your part in being the solution. So tonight, it's short. We're not going to talk too long. Tonight, it's all about creating the change. even in things we would normally complain about. I love you guys. I know you're going to have a fantastic evening no matter where you are. I see we're chiming in from Canada. I think it's time to think solution-based. Try it out for 24 hours in your house. Find a solution, not a complaint. I love you. God bless you. Dominate your life, every part of it. Talk to you soon. Bye.